Hello students, let us begin chapter 1. The name of the chapter is Rational Numbers. Now in the previous classes you all have learned about natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. So in this chapter we will learn about some properties of these numbers along with rational numbers. So let us recall what are natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. In mathematics, we frequently come across simple equations to be solved. For example, the equation x plus 2 is equal to 13. So we need to find the value of x such that when it is added with 2, we get the answer 13. So it is very simple to solve. When x is equal to 11, the value satisfies the equation, that is 11 plus 2, it is equal to 13. सो यहाँ पे x की एक पॉसिबल वैल्यू जो है दैट इज 11 विच इज़ अ नेचुरल नंबर. द सॉल्यूशन 11 इज अ natural number. Let us consider another equation. X plus 5 is equal to 5. So which is that number to which when we add 5 we get 5 itself? That number is 0, which is a whole number. 0 is a whole number. So if we consider only natural numbers, equation 2 cannot be solved. It can be solved using the whole number 0. To solve equations like equation 2, we added the number 0 to the collection of natural numbers and obtained the whole numbers. Even the whole numbers will not be sufficient to solve equations of this type. Here we have x plus 18 is equal to 5. That is, to which number should we add 18 in order to get the answer as 5? So here when we rearrange this, we will get x is equal to 5 minus 18, giving the value of x as minus 13. Now minus 13 is not a whole number. Whole numbers, they begin from 0. 0 is the smallest whole number. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on till infinity. That is what whole numbers are. But here the answer is minus 13, which is not a whole number. So what is minus 13? It is an integer. It consists of positive and negative numbers along with 0. So minus 13 is not a whole number, it is an integer. Apart from these equations, we have equations for which integer solutions are also not enough. For example, consider the equation 2x is equal to 3. Here when we rearrange this, since 2 is multiplied with x, when we take it to the other side, that is the right hand side of the equation, it becomes 3 by 2. So here 3 by 2, it is not an integer. So what is it? It is in the p by q form, which is included in the collection of rational numbers. So here 3 by 2 and the solution of this equation minus 7 by 5, all these are rational numbers. It is always in the form p by q, where q will not be equal to 0. Here we are given the definition of rational numbers. A number which can be written in the p by q form, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0 is a rational number. Here you are given some examples. Minus 2 by 3, 6 by 7 are all rational numbers. That is, rational numbers can be positive, they can also be negative. What about the number 6? The integer 6 is also a rational number because it can be written in the p by q form as 6 upon 1. Here p is equal to 6 and q is equal to 1. So यहाँ पे we can write it in the p by q form, which makes the integer 6 a rational number. The number 0 is also a rational number because it can be written as 0 divided by 1 or 0 divided by 10. Then 0 is also a rational number. Since the numbers 0, minus 2, 4 can be written in the p by q form, they are also rational numbers. Here you are told q should not be equal to 0. p by q फॉर्म में जो डिनोमिनेटर है q, that should not be equal to 0 because we all know that division by 0 is not defined. That is why the denominator should not be equal to 0. Once again, a number which can be written in the form p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0, is a rational number. Since we have revised these numbers, let us now take a look at the properties of rational numbers. First property is closure property. Let us consider whole numbers. Let us revisit the closure property for all the operations on whole numbers in brief. So what are the four operations you know? They are addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So here you are given the operation and the numbers, and here we can read the remarks. So first of all, it is addition. Here we are told 0 plus 5 is equal to 5 is a whole number, and 4 plus 7 is equal to 11. Here we are asked, is it a whole number? So the answer is yes. 4 plus 7 is equal to 11 is a whole number. So in general, a plus b is a whole number for any two whole numbers a and b. So the remark is whole numbers are closed under addition. Here the meaning of this is, अगर कोई भी दो whole numbers को हम add करेंगे तो हमें whole number ही मिलेगा. That is why whole numbers are closed under addition. Let us consider the next operation, subtraction. Here 5 minus 7 is equal to minus 2, which is not a whole number. Minus 2 is a negative integer. So we can say that whole numbers are not closed under subtraction, because if we subtract any two whole numbers, the answer need not be a whole number. That is why they are not closed under subtraction. The next operation is multiplication. Consider any two whole numbers. The product will always be a whole number. In general, if a and b are any two whole numbers, their product ab is a whole number. So we can say that whole numbers are closed under multiplication. Lastly, we have division. Consider the numbers 5 and 8. They both are whole numbers. 5 is also a whole number and 8 is also a whole number. So when you divide 5 with 8, the answer we get is not a whole number. It is a rational number. So we can conclude that whole numbers are not closed under division. So this was the closure property for whole numbers. Next, let us discuss the closure property for integers. First operation is addition. Now consider minus 6 plus 5. You know the answer is minus 1. So it is an integer. So in general we can say that if a and b are two integers, a plus b is an integer. यानी कि कोई भी दो इंटीजर्स को आप ऐड करोगे तो आंसर आपको हमेशा इंटीजर ही मिलेगा. सो विद दिस वी कैन से इंटीजर्स आर क्लोज्ड अंडर एडिशन. The next operation is subtraction. Consider two integers 7 and 5 and let us subtract them. 7 minus 5 is equal to 2 and it is an integer. Similarly, if we consider 5 minus 7, 5 minus 7 करेंगे then the answer is minus 2, which is again an integer. Therefore, integers are closed under subtraction. So in general we can say for any two integers a and b, a minus b is again an integer. Here we are told check if b minus a is also an integer. So here 5 minus 7, we get the answer minus 2. What if 7 minus 5? 7 minus 5 is equal to 2 and that is once again an integer. So b minus a is also an integer. Next, let us consider multiplication. 5 multiplied by 8. 5 is also an integer and 8 is also an integer. The answer is 40, which is once again an integer. Similarly, if we consider minus 5 into minus 8, then also the answer is 40. Minus 5 into 8 करेंगे तो the answer will be minus 40, which is once again an integer. So we can say integers are closed under multiplication. Lastly, we have the operation of division. Again consider integers 5 and 8. You can take any other integers as well. Consider 2 and 5. So when you divide these two numbers, you get 2 upon 5, which is not an integer. In the similar manner, 5 by 8 is not an integer. So we can say that integers are not closed under division because the answer can also be a rational number. Let us now discuss the property for rational numbers. We have already discussed the definition of rational numbers. You all know how to add two rational numbers. So consider rational numbers 3 by 8 and minus 5 by 7. These two are rational numbers and let us add them. So for that you need to take the LCM of 8 and 7, which is 56. So here you will be multiplying 3 by 8 with 7 in the numerator and the denominator, and you will be multiplying minus 5 upon 7 with 8. So after that you will get the answers as 21 plus minus 40, it is written over here, divided by 56. 7 into 8 you get 56. 8 into 7 is also 56. 8 into 7 is also 56. So here the answer will be minus 19 upon 56, which is once again in the P by Q form. So we can say that it is a rational number. Here you are given some more examples which you can solve, and you will find that the answer will always be a rational number. So we find the sum of two rational numbers is again a rational number. You can check it for few more pairs of rational numbers. So we say that rational numbers are closed under addition. यानी कि अगर आप कोई भी दो rational numbers को add करेंगे, then the answer will also be a rational number. Here we are asked, will the difference of two rational numbers be again rational numbers? So consider two rational numbers, minus 5 by 7 and 2 by 3, and subtract them. When you solve them, the answer will be minus 29 upon 21, which is once again in the P by Q form. So it is a rational number. You can try for some other pairs of rational numbers as well. You will find that for any two rational numbers A and B, A minus B is also a rational number. That is, we can say that rational numbers are closed under subtraction. दो rational numbers को subtract करेंगे तो हमें answer भी rational number ही मिलेगा. Let us now consider the product of two rational numbers. Here you are given two rational numbers, minus 2 by 3 and 4 by 5. When you multiply them, the answer is minus 8 upon 15. Similarly, consider multiplying 3 by 7 with 2 by 5. The answer will be 6 upon 35. Now both the products are rational numbers. Both the products are in the P by Q form. So they are rational numbers. So we can take other examples of rational numbers and we will find that their product is again a rational number. So now you know what the answer is. Rational numbers are closed under multiplication. That is, if you consider two rational numbers A and B, any two rational numbers A and B, then A multiplied by B is also a rational number. Let us now consider the next operation of division. Consider two rational numbers, minus 5 by 3 and 2 by 5. When you divide them, the answer is minus 25 by 6, which is in the P by Q form. So it is a rational number. In the similar manner, you can try dividing these rational numbers with each other, and always the answer will be a rational number. So you need to try dividing them on their own. And here you are asked, can you say rational numbers are closed under division? We are given one example. For any rational number A divided by 0 is not defined. As we all know, division by 0 is not defined. Now, 0 is a rational number, and when we divide a rational number with 0, the answer is not defined. So we can say rational numbers are not closed under division. However, if we exclude 0 यानी 0 को हटा दे from the collection of rational numbers, then all other rational numbers is closed under division. That is, 0 is the only rational number which is not closed under division. So if we remove 0 from the collection of rational numbers, the numbers that are left will be closed under division as well. So this was the first property, that is the closure property for rational numbers. After closure property, let us now discuss commutativity. Firstly, for whole numbers, the first operation given to us is addition. Now the meaning of commutativity is, for two whole numbers a and b, a plus b is equal to b plus a. So here you can see, take any two whole numbers, for example 4 plus 6. So when you add them, the answer is 10. Now this was a plus b. अब b plus a करेंगे, that is 6 plus 4. That is, numbers को reverse कर देंगे. So here the answer is again 10. 6 plus 4 is also 10. 4 plus 6 is 10 and 6 plus 4 is 10. So we can say that addition is commutative. You can try for any two whole numbers, it will always be true. So for any two whole numbers a and b, we can say that a plus b is equal to b plus a. This means addition is commutative. Here you are similarly asked for subtraction, multiplication and division. You need to find some examples of your own. Consider the numbers 6 and 4 itself. Now 6 minus 4, the answer is equal to 2. On the other hand, when you take 4 minus 6, the answer is equal to minus 2. Now 2 and minus 2 are not equal. Therefore, we can say that for the case of subtraction, a minus b is not necessarily equal to b minus a. That is why subtraction is not commutative. For multiplication, it is very easy to understand. Consider 7 and 2. 7 multiplied by 2, it is equal to 14. And 2 multiplied by 7, that is also equal to 14. So for any two whole numbers a and b, a multiplied by b, that is equal to b multiplied by a. This means we can say that multiplication is commutative. And lastly, for division, you know that division is not commutative, because when you divide 2 with 1, the answer is 2. On the other hand, when you divide 1 with 2, the answer is 1 by 2, which is a rational number. So these two are not equal. That is why division is not commutative. In the similar manner, you are given this property for integers as well. Here let us read the remarks now. Addition is commutative for integers. Subtraction is not commutative, but multiplication is commutative for integers. Division is not commutative. Now you need to think of the examples. What are the numbers for which subtraction is not commutative or division is not commutative? So you need to think of examples for which subtraction is not commutative and division is not commutative. Addition is commutative. इसका example सोचना बहुत ही easy है. One example is, if you take two integers minus 2 and 5. Minus 2 plus 5, it is equal to 3. Now 5 plus minus 2, that is once again equal to 3. So both are equal to 3. That is why we can say that a plus b is equal to b plus a. So addition is commutative. In the similar manner, you are given an example for subtraction. So आपको दूसरा example find करना है subtraction के लिए. In the similar manner, you need to find examples for why multiplication is commutative and why is division not commutative. So this is homework for you. In the similar manner, you are given for rational numbers. Let us consider addition. Consider two rational numbers minus 2 by 3 and 5 by 7 and add them. The answer will be 1 upon 21. In the similar manner, when you add 5 by 7 with minus 2 by 3, the answer is once again 1 upon 21. So we can say that in this case a plus b is equal to b plus a. You can consider some other examples as well. You can find two rational numbers can be added in any order. So for two rational numbers a and b, a plus b is equal to b plus a. That is, addition is commutative for rational numbers. Let us now consider the next operation, subtraction. When you subtract these rational numbers, here we are asked, are they equal? So when you subtract 5 by 4 from 2 by 3, 2 by 3 minus 5 by 4. So let us firstly take the LCM, which is 12. So multiplying this rational number with 4 minus 5 by 4 multiplied by 3 on the numerator and the denominator. So here 2 into 4, it is equal to 8 divided by 12 minus this will be 15 divided by 12. That is 8 minus 15 divided by 12, which is equal to minus 7 divided by 12. So here in the first case the answer is minus 7 divided by 12. What about the second case? When 2 by 3 is subtracted from 5 by 4. So यहाँ पे 5 by 4 can be written as 5 multiplied by 3 upon 4 multiplied by 3 minus 2 by 3. You will multiply this with 4. So here this will be 15 upon 12 minus 8 upon 12. So 15 minus 8 upon 12, the answer will be 7 upon 12. In the previous case, we got the answer as minus 7 upon 12. As you all know, 7 upon 12, it is not equal to minus 7 upon 12. That is why we can say that subtraction is not commutative for rational numbers. In the similar manner, you can solve this and you will find out that they are not equal to each other. Let us consider the next operation of multiplication. So here we are given two numbers, rational numbers, minus 7 by 3 and 6 by 5. When they are multiplied, these are equal to minus 42 upon 15, which is again equal to 6 by 5 into minus 7 by 3. So in the case of multiplication of two rational numbers, the order doesn't matter. So we can say that multiplication is commutative for rational numbers. Lastly, let us discuss the operation of division. Here we are asked, is minus 5 divided by 4 divided by 3 by 7 equal to 3 by 7 divided by minus 5 by 4. Now, when you perform the calculations, you will get to know that these are not equal to each other. Let us see how. Here, when minus 5 by 4 is divided by 3 by 7, we can write it as minus 5 by 4 multiplied by its reciprocal. 3 by 7 का जो reciprocal है, that is 7 by 3. In reciprocal, the denominator, that is here 7, it will come to the numerator, and the numerator it will become the denominator. That is, the places will get interchanged and you will have the reciprocal of a given rational number. Now here in this case, we need to multiply these two rational numbers, and here as you can see, when minus 5 is multiplied to 7, we have minus 35 and the denominator will be 12. So in the first case, that is in the LHS, we have minus 35 upon 12. Next, for the second part, that is the RHS, when 3 by 7 is divided by minus 5 by 4. So we can write this as multiplied by minus 4 upon 5. Minus 5 by 4 ka reciprocal. It is minus 4 by 5. So this will be equal to minus 12 upon 35. In the LHS we had minus 35 upon 12, and here we have minus 12 upon 35. Now we know that both these rational numbers are not equal to each other. So from this we can say that division is not commutative for rational numbers. You can also find other examples where division is not commutative.